The story of the family farm starts when I was a little child growing up on a beautiful small farm. But then I left there to the city for an education, and while there I fell in love with the city life and the pursuit of wealth, not realizing the cost and toll this pursuit had on both me, my friends, and my family. Between that and the city life, it took a toll on my parents. And it was not until tragedy struck that I realized what was truly important in life, and I left the city and returned back to the farm. So join me on this journey as we try to save the family farm. Oh boy. I am all in now, and I am scared about this. So I just finished signing the paperwork here at City Hall for a major purchase. And this major purchase has also put me about a little over $500,000 in debt. So yeah, I'm all in. The scary part though is I didn't tell Mom I was doing this. I have not told her, and it's done, and now I have to tell her. So yeah, I'm gonna need to build up the courage for that for a little bit. So we're gonna hold off on telling her right away because I am too scared to find out how she reacts. But in the interim, we're gonna head over to the shop and try and first butter up Mom a little bit. So Mom's already on over there, or should be on the way at least. And we're going to swap out my mom's car for something a little bit more modern. And I know she will not want to do it, but we're going to do it because I just would feel better about her having a more modern and safer car. So we're going to head over to the shop, take care of that. And also I'm going to trade in this vehicle for a truck for hauling around our grain. So I will see you once we get over at the store. All right, it looks like Mom's already here, so she's probably already inside talking to Jimmy, but I did tell Jimmy not to let her know what's up because I want to make a surprise. Yes, I'm trying to butter up Mom as much as I can. So hopefully the thing I just did won't be so bad. Let me just park here out back, and before we head in, let's head over here and check out the two vehicles we're going to get. So what we're looking at is this truck here for us, which I'm going to trade my Tahoe in for this to haul our grain around. This will give us a good truck and also something to haul all of the grain and stuff in without us having to worry about using a tractor. And this is the car right here. It's a used one, but it's in a pretty good shape, actually really great shape. It's a lot more modern, has a lot more safety features. And while the other car my mom has is, it's reliable. Jimmy checked it out and it's in great shape, but it's just not as safe. It's not as modern. So let's head in and talk to them. And I am not going to tell Mom about the big purchase right now. Maybe later. Oh, here they are. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Mom. How are you guys doing?
Hi there, son. Jimmy is being very secretive about why you wanted to meet here.
And I'm doing okay, despite the interrogation I just went through. I'll have you know that it's not easy keeping secrets from your mom.
Oh, yes. I know all about that. Yeah. Sorry about that. So, Mom, what we're doing here is we are going to trade in your car for something a little bit newer. And before you object, I know your car is just fine. It works great. You have no problems with it. But we're doing this so that I can sleep better at night knowing that you will be safer in a more modern car.
Wow, honey, you really didn't have to do that. I am perfectly fine driving the old car. But I get the impression I don't have a choice in this, do I?
Mommy, you always have a choice. But let me do this for you because you deserve it, and I will feel better about you driving in a much safer car. And also it's my way of saying thank you for giving me a second chance.
Oh, honey, you never have to thank me for giving you another chance. You're my son. I will always love you. But I am more concerned about, can we even afford this?
Well, RAMBO here, he's a good haggler. He actually, I don't know how did you talk me into this deal anyway? I mean, I think I'm losing money on this.
Well, we better hurry up and do the paperwork then before you realize how great of a deal this is for us. And don't worry about it, Mom, because we're trading your car in. Plus, we're also trading my car in to get you that car. And we're also getting a grain truck for the farm as well.
Oh, are you sure you want to do that, honey? I mean, giving up your truck, that means you're here. You're committed. Are you sure you want to make that commitment to stay here?
Yes, Mom, I'm here. I'm here to stay, and I'm done running away. And yeah, there's something else I need to talk to you about, but we'll talk about that later when we get back to the farm. But Jimmy, let's go get this paperwork done and get everything signed.
And now I'm remembering why I greased the steel. Let me get the paperwork and we will get everything signed and done.
Well, the deal is done, and it ended up only costing about $3,700. So I think it's a really good deal. And yes, I think I did totally just fleece Jimmy, but you know what? It's worth it. I think as the one who did the fleecing. But I think this would be great because we need this on the farm. I didn't need my car. And that helps Mom get a better car. And we have the truck. I can drive the truck, my dad's truck, and everything should be good. So let's get back to the farm, and I will break the news of my big purchase to Mom a little bit later. And maybe after I build up some more courage. Well, Mom's not here yet, and before she gets back, I'm gonna hop in the tractor here and get to work on the field so that I can put off telling her the news for as long as possible. So get to wait there. And what we're gonna do some cultivating work, which we want to get all the fields cultivated, soon, starting now. And then be ready so like when planting season hits with that field, it'll be all ready to go. So that means we need to get everything cultivated. We need to get all our fertilizer down and our lime down so everything is ready to go. Now we're going to start here with the grain field first, not the corn field yet, because I want to talk to Mom about that, because I'm kind of thinking I want to merge these fields, especially considering the big purchase item, which I'll eventually break to her at some point. Hopefully never, maybe, I don't know. The more I think about it, I think actually Mom will like what I did. That could just be wishful thinking though. I'm not sure. But let me get this field all cultivated out, and I think what we'll do is once I'm done with this, I will have no choice but to have a talk with Mom, let her know what my plan is as far as like merging these fields, and also what I did, because I can't put it off anymore. And before I start merging fields, I really should talk to Mom about it.
Little by little, day by day, I'm caught in the middle of a spinning wheel where all I feel is the ice getting thinner. Step by step, day by day, I'm fighting a winner. Pushed around, no
Oh, there's Mom. So she is home. Well, I'm gonna wait till I finish this field. Let's get this field done and then I'll go have a talk with her. Yeah, I still don't have the courage yet. But maybe finishing this field up will help me delay the inevitable. Yeah.
Nowhere bound, no solid ground. How can I get it back? How can I be strong when all I do comes out wrong? I wanna be a saint, but I ain't. I'm far from. I wanna be brave, I wanna stand tall, but I feel like I'm losing this war. How can I stand my ground but not back down each time? As the days go by, I keep wondering why the struggle never ends. In this endless fight, I'm never right. I can never win, never
Well, I'm almost done. I was hoping this would take a lot longer, but yeah, we're done. So I guess I can't put this off anymore. So let's head back up here and I'm gonna go grab Mom and see how things are going. Just check this field here. So yeah, we're gonna need to fertilize and lime it as well. So I'll need to figure that out. We do have our spreader and yeah, I'll figure it out. So let me head up here and before I do any more cultivating work or anything like that, I need to, I guess, talk with Mom and figure out the plan and also let her know what I've done. Well, here goes nothing. Hey, Mom, you got a minute?
Of course I do, honey. What do you need?
Well, it's actually easier to show you. So let's go for a little drive. Let's take Dad's truck and I'll show you what my plan is and what I want to talk to you about. Get the door there. So how's the car going? Do you like it?
It's really nice, but I get the feeling that you're hesitating on telling me something and you're trying to butter me up, I think. I don't know, you haven't acted like this since your big fight with Frank.
Wow, Frank, I haven't, well, yeah, I haven't talked to him in 10 years. Ever since then. That was right before I left. I made a lot of mistakes back then.
Look, honey, you made some mistakes back then. But you're here now and you're trying to make everything right. And if you really want to make everything right, you need to talk to Frank and reconcile with him.
Okay, I'll do that. But let's talk about this first. So I want to tell you about, firstly, is our fields here. Now we had this grain field here on the left and we had our cornfield on the right, which is for our silage. And I know the reason we did that was because you had chickens and you wanted to have a grain crop to feed the chickens, but we don't have chickens anymore. So I'm thinking, let's combine these fields into just corn so we can increase our silage and the amount of money we're making and maybe gain some ground on getting out of debt.
I love that idea, and I'm glad you're taking on more responsibilities and planning things out. This would make your dad so happy.
Well, that's good to hear. So I will work on getting that done. Let's head back in the truck here because there's something else I want to talk to you about and show you.
Oh, and what is that?
Well, it's about the history of this farm. And I'm kind of scared to tell you what I did. So you're going to have some patience with me on this one. So, you know, in the farm over the years, we've had to give up pieces of land here and there, and bits and pieces of it.
Well, yeah, honey, I was there for most of that.
Well, so I was digging through the books over the last month, and this land over here on the left, when we sold it, that was kind of the final nail in the coffin for the farm staying afloat.
Well, yeah, honey, but we had no options. That we had to sell that or foreclose on the farm.
Oh, I know. It's just that without this land over here, we used to, sell the wood to the lumber mill, and it didn't make a lot of money, but it helped. And I think without this, we have no chance of surviving. So the thing I did is this morning I took out a loan and I bought this land.
You did?
Yes, Mom, I did. It had to be done. It was the only way I could see to save the farm.
Oh, honey, that's huge. Are you sure? You want to do that?
Mom, it's done. I've already signed all the paperwork. This land is ours again. It's back in the family. And on top of that, I actually bought some more than just this. Because if you remember way back, I vaguely remember this because I was a little kid when we got rid of it, but originally part of the farm is we also had this land over here where we had the old mill that our great grandpa built, and I vaguely remember it, and I know it didn't work for years, but yeah, I bought this land here as well, including the mill. But my plan is this area here, I can plow this up and make another field. And I also bought this field right here in front of us. And my plan is, I was doing the math on this, crunching the numbers, and I think this field here in front of us will yield enough to cover the loan cost. And if I plant in that other field in that pasture back there, that will be just some extra to help pay off our loans on the farm.
You know what, honey? You've put a lot of thought into this, and I think your plan will work. I mean, this was a big pasture here. It's just sitting. I mean, that's doing nothing. That could work.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. There's actually one more thing up here I want to show you as well.
Oh, what's that?
Well, so as part of this land, I don't know if you knew it or not, but Mr. McCollum was who bought it. He had plans for this, and he already got permits for the trees on this side of the track, and he spent some money around here doing a little bit of work. He put some, like, these little bridges in, and he also fixed the paper mill. Because I think the reason we got rid of this area originally was because the paper mill broke after quite a few years, and it just cost too much to repair. So yeah, Mr. McCollum, he put the money in, got it fixed up, and it's back up and running. So as part of the purchase price, for this land, we also got his permit for cutting the trees, and this paper mill is up and operating. And that is going to be, I think this right here will be the thing that saves the farm.
Wow. Honey, I think you might be right. You're definitely onto some here, because I remember this paper mill. We used to make some really good money on selling paper. So if we can get this up and running, this could be what saves the farm.
Well, I hope we're both right. I think we are, and I'm betting everything on it. I took out a $550,000 loan to get all this, and I think it's worth it. I believe in it. I think it's worth the risk, because if we succeed here, we will have saved the family farm. And on top of that, I did a lot of work on this and the numbers and stuff, and honestly, I think we'll be debt free within a couple of years.
Well, I hope you're right, son. I think you could be, and I hope you are, and I'm proud of you. And, if this works out, you will have not only saved the farm, but you will ensure this, the family farm stays in the family for future generations. But that presents another problem. You don't have any kids. You need to do something about that, because I want grandkids.
Mom, we've talked about this. Now, let's head over here, because I want to show you something in the shed too. So this came with it. And yes, I know the tractor, it's broken down, doesn't work, but it was included. And the big thing though is it also came with this tree mulcher here, which will allow us to make wood chips from the trees. And we can load those into our trailer here, which came with it, and deliver those to the paper mill to make paper from the wood chips. And having all this already is going to save us time and money along with that permit. I mean, we're ready to go now.
This is exciting, son. I am so hopeful. I mean, we could actually save the farm here.
Oh, we will. We've got this, Mom. So let's head back to the house. I'll drop you off there. Then I'm going to head back out to the fields, get those combined, and also plow up our new field over here on the land. And, oh, speaking of which, so this communications tower here is actually on a lease to the communications company. And they do pay us a little bit for it, but it's not a whole lot. But it's just, it's like a couple $100 a month we'll get from that. So, but every little bit helps as well, because I mean that counts towards help paying off that loan.
You are right about that, son. And this day, I gotta tell you, son, this day has been absolutely amazing. I gotta thank you so much for that. Oh my. Oh, that was pumpy. You should probably do something about that, because that can't be good for the truck.
Oh, you're right. That's definitely not good for the truck or our tractor. So I will definitely get that leveled out.
Well, that's good to hear. Anyway, son, as I was saying, I want to thank you a lot for this day, because this day has been absolutely amazing. This is the best day I've had in I don't remember how long. It's been years since I've had a day this amazing, and I want to thank you for that.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that, Mom, because to be honest, I was a little bit nervous. Actually, I was very nervous and kind of afraid to tell you what I've done. So I am so happy to hear that.
Son, you don't need to be afraid to tell me things. And I can tell you've put a lot of thought into this, and you're passionate about it, and that in itself is enough for me, because I can see that this means something to you, and you are a totally different person than you were 10 years ago. And I'm proud of you, and I know your dad, if he was still alive, would be proud of you too.
That means a lot, Mom. I really appreciate it. So let me park up here, and then I'm gonna head out into the fields and finish up and get our new field all plowed as well.
All right, well, that sounds good, son. But before you do that, come in the house and let's have some lunch, because it's 1 o'clock.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was that late. Yeah, let's have some lunch, because now that you mention it, now I'm hungry. Let me go ahead and close the doors here on the garage, and then let's head into the house and have some lunch, and then after that, I will get back out in the fields and get some work done.